Hello everyone, welcome once again to Investing with the Difference. So today we are going to do a quick Twitter roundup of Investing with the Difference. So first of all, thank you for reaching our like 500 plus followers. I think we are really happy that so many people are following our tweets. And this is a great platform. I think I was not a great user of Twitter earlier, but I see that a lot of crypto people are there and it's becoming easy for me to use it. So one thing we would like to review is while we're talking about the market being in bad shape, we did a tweet series today, and this explains our view of the market and what is the bull case for EOS. So let me talk about it a little bit while we are at this Twitter page. So since Block 1 has cashed out of ICO, so there have been a lot of evidences, there's a lot of discussions in June and July when mainnet was launched that Block 1 has moved most of their ether out of their wallets and they sent it to Bitfinex and they cashed out. That was the assumption, and it was assumed that they have raised around $4 billion. And if you remember, there was a Reddit discussions that Block 1 had actually cashed out, started cashing out even in November, early part of the ICO proceeds when ether started going up, when Ethereum was picking up in price. So there is a big belief on the street. Means of course nobody can confirm it for sure, but and also we all know that Dan Larimer himself doesn't really like Ether as a project. He has been a strong critic of Ether, so we can fairly be certain that they did not keep Ethereum in their wallets. So let's say, and let's assume that they have $4 billion really in cash. And we can see that from the scale of hackathons. We can see that from the kind of funding they have been doing, and the kind of people they have hired who must be taking huge salaries, the kind of execs they have hired from big banks. They have Dan has confirmed they have 100 plus engineers, so they're spending that money on EOS development and promotions. And you can see that definitely they must have a lot of cash out of this ICO. But either way, what I'm trying to say here is, after that, most of the competition, they have not been able to raise money. The price of those tokens is going down. They do not have a corporate structure where they had good teams built up. They're all relying on the token price to benefit and to continue paying their devs. And we are already hearing rumors in this bear market that most of those chains are going out of money. They're not able to pay their devs and they're just shutting down. And so there's nobody new who can come in this market condition and raise money. And so when we talked about this, so they are hiring a lot of engineers. Block 1 is building huge projects right now. They have confirmed. Dan has come to the Telegram and showed us what he's working on and discussed those things. So I think, and also in the huge community is building up, and not just Block 1. I think the community is building. We have some amazing dApps coming, many of these gambling dApps, but also some other interesting social media apps and so on. We did it in EOS Summit, we did it in Scaling Blockchain, so many conferences we have done, and we have seen that the amazing amount of development and thousands of applications being built, and already these gaming apps are generating billions of dollars of revenue. So this is the progress of EOS, while nobody else, with no competition in sight, because bear market is really impacting everybody. And EOS token has become cheap. There was all the discussion around EOS token is very expensive, RAM is expensive, RAM has come down now. So it's a great time for developers to come and join EOS while there's nothing else which is progressing. And yes, I think the token price is suffering because this is not a great market. But to think of long term, I think this is the best thing which could have happened to EOS. While yes, people are hurting in short term, but you are going to see the benefits maybe 2 years from now, 5 years from now, when you will look back and say that EOS got the benefit and no competition just because of this bear market which was there in 2018. So that's my view. I think as I keep saying, it's all about the development which is happening. There are real projects. Blockchain is not going away. Yeah, Bitcoin can go down. Any currency can come up, new currency can come up, but EOS is not a currency, it's a platform. People are building real useful projects, so this is a platform which is growing, and that's what is important. So that is one thing which I wanted to highlight. And more other things, in I think if you're following our Twitter, we also had launched this campaign where we are taking your questions. We will do a session where we will be answering your questions. So a lot of questions are coming in on that thread. So if you join our Twitter, do post your comments on this question which we had. So this is actually inspired by the Cypherglass CEO Rob Finch, who did a Ask Me Anything session last week, and it is a great way of, I think, interacting. While we are not able to, we are also going to start the live show soon. We used to do live shows earlier within Investing with the Difference to take your live questions. But what I realized, if we have the questions ahead of time, we can actually spend time on answering them instead of waiting for the live questions. So do send us your comments on this Twitter thread, and do send us your questions if you are interested in asking any other questions to us. So thank you once again for joining. Again, thanks a lot to all the followers. We really love all the attention you give to us. Means we were never planning to make this as a huge channel or something, but I think we're seeing that there are a lot of you who are seriously interested in EOS, and we are definitely building a lot in EOS. In addition, I think we are, as we have talked about, we are calling all the educators, mentors in EOS IO space. We are going to create, we are focusing a lot on creating developer communities to support developers to go and build on EOS and also incubate them. And we are going to announce soon some more actual details. But at this moment, we are looking for partners, mentors, educators, or even investors who are looking to join us in this incubation efforts. And we believe this is the time to build. This is a great time to develop when there is nobody else competing with EOS, and that is something which we really want to make it happen. So, and if you are interested in our Twitter, do join us on our channel. We usually have the link, and hopefully, and we will also post it right here in this video for you to be able to join our Twitter, and do come here and join the others who are discussing some great ideas. And we are hoping that all of you are able to understand what's going on and not panicking at this stage. While it can be pretty bad, the market is not great. If you can afford to, I would say that I'm not a financial advisor, so I would not advise you on how to manage your finances. But if you can afford to hold it, if you can afford to average it down, if you bought it higher, it may not be a bad idea. It may not be a bad idea because EOS is really developing. It's not a chain which was purely for currency purposes. It was for developing projects, and that is definitely happening. So thank you once again for joining. Join us on Twitter. Do subscribe if you're already not subscribed on our YouTube channel, and do like the video if you like the content. Thank you. Bye.